what you focus on expands. Indeed, so what you focus on expands, and the reason why I share this is because I had a conversation with one of my clients, and he believed that there is no fulfillment at the end of his life. And the reason why he believed that is everywhere around him, he had friends, he had colleagues that were end of their lives, a little bit older, just looking back, I've worked and grinded all my life, I don't know what else there is to look for. Is that all there is to my life? And because of that, he envisioned that at the end of his life, that would be his reality. But is that really the case?
Well, actually, in fact, exactly as you said, look, what you focus on expands. So if you are looking for bad things, you will be seeing only the bad things. So our brain is trained like that. So if you are looking for, I don't know, maybe you're feeling like I'm going to buy a white Tesla. And then when you have decided that you will buy your white Tesla, you will start seeing white Teslas everywhere. Because
the reason is really, this is called your RAS, I call it my glasses, your reticular activation system. And this RAS is a filter for your reality. So imagine when you're crossing the road, there's millions of bits of information coming across. Maybe there's a plane flying across, there's a few buses going across, there's a cyclist, and maybe there's an uncle or auntie behind just crossing the street. There's so much information, but at that point in time, your focal point, or really the objective of that experience, is to cross the road. So basically, your RAS filters out all that millions of bits of information to maybe 5 or 7. Okay, we just need to cross the road and ensure that the green light is there.
And the cars, make sure you don't get rolled over. Yeah.
The RAS is just a filter, and this RAS could be, in a way, distorted. And how is this distorted?
Well, exactly. So your system is based on how you grew up. So maybe you were told many times as a kid that, like labels, like for example, you are so clumsy. You're so clumsy. And so you started to believe, yeah, I am clumsy. So anyway, like you're going to be like knowing that you were going to drop something and say, yeah, anyway, I'm clumsy. So you're going to become more and more clumsy because anyway,
you believe that.
You believe you are clumsy. But it's actually, is it really the case, or is it just a belief?
Yeah, I think really the key is, bottom line is you're going to find reasons why you're clumsy. Is that really the case? At the end of the day, who knows really? What you believe is what you become and who you become, and eventually what your reality is.
So the thing is, who do you really want to be? And what do you want to focus on? Do we want to focus on what can go wrong, or do you want to focus on what can go right? Do you want to focus on who you wear that you don't like, or do you want to focus on who do you want to become and have, like the life that you imagine would be great? Or what is it that you want more of? Don't look at the lack. Look at what you want to obtain. And then you will get that.
Yeah, and I think the next piece as well is just to be aware, to be conscious. Just because, for example, we take the example of being clumsy. What if you just said, I am careful. I am going to be careful, and I've always been careful. The words affect your reality, right? In the previous video, we shared that, so maybe change the words. But I think it also starts with conscious inquiry, because at the end of the day, what you believe, or really if you want to look at it, what is reality is just a perception. It's just really a construct of essentially your belief systems, your upbringing. So depending on how your upbringing was, it could be a positive kind of lens, or potentially a very blurry, which is what I see right now, perspective of the world. So I think just take a moment to just stop for a moment, take a breath in and out, and just question it a little.
Yes, and clean your lens.
Clean your lenses.